Hey everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to talk about my anticipated releases for December. So if you've not seen one of my videos of these, they can get pretty epic because I am just talking about everything that I'm interested in. Am I going to read all of these books in December? Absolutely not. Am I going to read all of them anytime soon? Probably not, because these lists can get pretty significant, but I want to just put them on your radar and put them on my radar. So if I find them anywhere, I can definitely read them because they are all sounding so cute. So December is actually a lower publishing month, of course, because of the holidays, and books typically publish on Tuesdays. And this year, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are on Tuesdays. So I'm assuming that's impacting things, but let's just get started. So on December 1st, we have I'll Call You Mine by Sharon L. Clark. So this is about a woman who moves from San Francisco to the Midwest, and she's trying to leave behind a stalker. She finds a new romance, and I don't think the stalker is gone. And so I don't know. That's kind of interesting. My family moved from the San Francisco area to the Midwest when I was 4 or 5, and so yeah, that's just kind of a fun addition. Then December 2nd, we have The Perfect Ex-Wife by Winter K. Willis. So this is about a woman who wants to make the perfect life with her husband and stepdaughter. His first wife went missing, and then evidence pops up. And so, yeah, The Perfect Ex-Wife. Sounds like an interesting title, and we'll see. Then we have The Silver-Haired Sisterhood by Judy Lee. So really, all I need is that title and that cover. But this is about a group of 5 70-plus year olds, and they are going to see the Northern Lights in Iceland, I think, or Scotland or somewhere. And yeah, that just sounds great. Sometimes 5 women to follow is too many, but we'll see. Then December 3rd, we have So Into You by Kathleen Fuller, I'm sorry. And this is about a woman who is a YouTuber. She teaches art, I think, on YouTube, and she has an anxiety condition issue, and she also has an extreme love for the 70s. And it's her romance with a jock from like a wealthy family. He's kind of the black sheep. He did some time in jail for maybe drug abuse or something, and now he's turned his life around, and he meets our art-loving, 70s-loving girl, and I think tries to help her through her anxiety. And so sounds like a great read. Then we have Bluebird Day by Megan Tatey. So it says, in this hilarious, heartwarming tale, mother-daughter skiing champs face the bumps in their own relationship when an avalanche in a Swiss village forces them together. So you guys know I love mother-daughter stories. I have 4 daughters, and so I think this is going to be fun. And if it's funny, bonus. Then we have P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. So I saw this book, and I was like, I don't like enemies to lovers. I'm just going to skip. But the premise sounded good. So this is about her brother, our main character. Her brother dies and wants her to go spread his ashes in 8 different places with his best friend. So it is enemies to lovers, but it's also brother's best friend and road trip. And I think it's going to be really fun. Then we have A 5-Letter Word for Love by Amy Janes. We've got a Wordle romance, you guys. What? I haven't played Wordle in a few years, but I was definitely into it when it came out. And let's see. This says, a heartwarming and humorous romance in which an unlikely couple fall in love over Wordle. I am so intrigued. Then we have We Did Nothing Wrong by Hannah Jane. So this is a YA thriller about a popular high school girl. She goes missing. Everyone thinks she just ran away, but her friend is not so sure. She finds a rose and a note with like from the secret admirer. And so was she taken? Did something happen? We'll see. Then The Party by Natasha Preston. This is another YA thriller about teenagers in an English countryside. They're in the castle, and one by one they start dying. So I love the kind of isolated thrillers, especially in the wintertime. So bring it on. Then December 4th, we have The House Swap. And this is, as you might guess, a house swap. One is a London townhouse. Another is a French chateau. And it's 2 families that switch, and things start turning sinister. Then December 5th, we have The Night Nanny's Secret by Catherine Whitfield. And this is about a woman, she has twin boys, she needs help, and so she calls in a night nanny, and things start to get weird. So is it just the exhaustion of early motherhood, or is something really going on? Then we have Reunited at the Lakeside Cottage by Erin Green. So this is 3 girls. They book a cottage between, like that week between Christmas and New Year's. And I think 3 guys do too. And so they get there and they have to share the cottage. And one of our main females knows one of the main males. So they have to work that out. Then we have The Housekeeper by Sadie Ryan. So this is a thriller from the housekeeper's perspective. So the woman in the house calls her in a panic and says she needs help. And our housekeeper's like, sure, I'll help you, but you got to help me too. So are they both up to no good? I don't know. Then we have Reach for the Stars by Maxine Maury. So this is, it says, Felicity was never meant to end up with a money pit farmhouse to renovate and a broken heart to heal. So she is renovating this farmhouse. I don't know if it's a neighbor or something, but I think she has a romance and she's healing. She's moving on. I like that. Then December 7th, Stuck in Second Gear by Carmen Reed. So this is a road trip story about a divorced woman taking her pregnant daughter to her dad's wedding, so her ex-husband's wedding. And it's across Europe. Again, road trip, and I just think that's going to be an interesting wedding for sure. Then on December 9th, we have The Bachelorette Party by Catherine O'Connell, and this is about a woman who wakes up from her bachelorette party, and one of her best friends is dead, and she's got a strange man in her bed, doesn't know what happened. I don't think this is going to be funny. I think this is going to be sinister, but we'll see. Then December 10th, What the Wife Knew by Darby Kane. So this is, it says, a twisty domestic thriller about a wife wondering who tried to kill her husband twice before finally succeeding, because that was supposed to be her job. So this woman, she marries this well-loved doctor, and I guess her plan is to ruin him somehow, maybe kill him, I'm not sure. But somebody else gets to him first. So what happened? Then we have How to Get a Life in 10 Dates by Jenny L. Howe. So this is kind of your typical, she needs a date to something, so she lets her family set her up on 10 blind dates. However, she has kind of had a crush on her childhood best friend forever, and I think something happened at one point that really took being more off the table. But now he's acting a little weird now that she's going on all these dates. So I hope it's not that trope of okay, now that somebody else wants you, I want you. But I love the best friends thing. So maybe. Then we have Booked for Murder by PJ Nelson. So this says it's an atmospheric, cozy debut about a girl who inherits a bookstore in a small town. Don't even need to say anymore. If I'm going to pick up a cozy, that sounds perfect. Then When We Had Forever by Shaylin Gandhi. This is an emotionally powerful roller coaster of a novel about losing and finding love, perfect for fans of Colleen Hoover and Lucy Score. Love Colleen Hoover, don't love Lucy Score. So this is about a woman who, it's 6 months after her husband has died, and she's still grieving, but she's also kind of suspicious that her marriage was over regardless of him dying, and she finds a secret in his office. His estranged brother appears. So I think we're going to be learning more about their marriage and where she goes on from here. Then December 12th, we have Back to Bainbridge by Nora Lawley. So this is about a 14-year-old girl. She's living with her siblings in one room. Her mom is doing everything she can to make ends meet, and she can't catch a break. Her dad's missing, and a neighbor introduces her to the basement where there's a bunch of secrets and hidden stories, and I don't know. I'm guessing it's a cute community book, but we'll see. Then December 13th, The Girl in the Window by Diana Wilkinson. So this is about a woman who is low-key stalking her neighbor, just watching her. And then she sees her husband go into her neighbor's house. And so it says, let's see, will I be able to keep the knowledge of what I know from my husband until I decide what I'm going to do? So apparently she's going to take some sort of manners in her own hands. Then December 17th, I Died on a Tuesday by Jane Corey. So I think I've maybe read one Jane Corey. Maybe not. Maybe I just have one on my shelves. But this is about, it says, they tried to bury the truth about that fateful accident, but now it came back to haunt them. That's all I need to know. Then Definitely Better Now by Ava Robinson. So this is about a woman who is 1 year sober, and she's trying to start over, and it says she is only to discover life's biggest messes are still waiting right where you left them. So a woman starting over. I love those books, and so we're going to see. And alcoholism is something that I definitely have near and dear to my heart, so we'll see. Then Christmas Eve, December 24th, we have Watch Your Back by Terry Parlato. Amidst the depths, geez Louise, amid the depths of a bleak Boston winter, a recently married couple find their lives and their relationship unraveling after a series of deadly accidents in this brilliantly twisting domestic thriller, perfect for fans of Stacey Willingham, Greer Hendricks, and Megan Miranda. So she is a psychiatrist, and she's kind of in the middle of all these accidents. So is she the victim, or is she the suspect? I don't know. Then Love in Translation by Joss Wood. This is about a stressed out translator on the brink of a meltdown and a thrill seeker with a serious case of wanderlust find love outside their comfort zone. So they have to share a house. I think it's her grandma's hideaway or something, and so sounds cute. I've never read anything about a translator and a thrill seeker. Sounds fun. Then A Lifetime in 30 Days by A.C. Arthur. So this is about a woman who is about to be 40 and her ex-husband dies and she gets arrested at the funeral for embezzlement. So it's going to be a funny story. Again, I love these kind of later in life books about characters who aren't in their early 20s because I'm no longer in my early 20s. So it's fun to just switch it up. Then December 31st, Better Than Revenge by Casey West. I really like Casey West. She's one of my favorite YA authors. So this is about a YA. It says, when her football player boyfriend and now ex lands the podcast job she's been dreaming of, a girl takes matters into her own hands by enlisting the help of his nemesis to get revenge. So it's going to be a YA. It's going to be fun. I can guarantee it. Then Where the Creek Bends by Linda Lael Miller. So this is a time travel book about a girl who goes back to her grandma's house. And it says, how can she embrace the future if she can't unravel the past? So I'm not sure exactly how time travel plays in, but that was one of the categories on Goodreads. So, I love a good time travel book. Then we have Stealing for Keeps by Rebecca Ginshak. This is a YA soccer romance, and I love sports romances, and I'm really craving YA right now for some reason. I think it's just because, physically reading especially, I'm having a hard time focusing, because I'm tired. I have a 2-week-old, and so I think it's that. But it's about the new kid and the soccer captain's girlfriend. I don't know if you hear that, but my 2-week-old must have just heard me say 2-week-old. So let's talk about the last one. Eddie Winston is Looking for Love by Marianne Cronin. So this is the same author, I think, as 100 Years of Lenny and Margot, or whatever it is. This is about a 90-year-old guy who's never been kissed, and he finds a friendship with a grieving 24-year-old. It says, a tale of friendship and kindness that reminds us that those we love are never forgotten, and it's never too late to try again. So if you don't hear, goodness gracious, I don't know how much it's picking up, but our neighbor has a super loud car and they just revved it, and my 2-week-old is crying. And so that's going to be the end of this video. Way shorter than average, but that is what's coming out in December that I'm excited about. So what are you guys excited about? We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.